Oh, man, don't say that.
Well, I do.
I hope we weren't live when she said that. No, we do, Paul. Okay. I show that it's 9 a.m. on February the 21st, Wednesday the 21st. I'd like to call to order the Keene Economic Development Corporation Type A EDC regular meeting. And I welcome you all here this morning, everybody that's here, both staff and a couple of people in the audience there. If you would, could we stand? I'll have invocation, and Carl's going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Our kind Heavenly Father, we're very thankful for this opportunity to be of some service to the city. We ask that you would give us wisdom, please. Thank you for the beautiful weather. Be with those that are not healthy and that are striving to become that way. Be with all the city employees. Keep them safe each and every day. And thank you so much for their work. It's our prayer. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. May we see you? Okay. Going by our agenda, do we have any citizens here that would like to make public comment? And I guess, do you want to mention this here, or the Business Expo, Paul, or you want to?
It's on the agenda.
Okay, we'll just get it when it comes to the agenda. Okay. All right, we'll go to the next thing, which,
Did you have any remarks, sir, under President's remarks?
do what now?
I said on the second one under
Oh, I'm
President's.
sorry, yeah, I got ahead, I went down to the public comments ahead of you. Us, it's your administrative. I don't have any remarks right now, but I'm sure you do. So why don't we turn it over to you for city administrative remarks, Don Martin?
You know, I love to talk. Anyways, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Morning.
If you haven't met, this is Holly Russell, our new city secretary, who started Monday.
Welcome, Holly.
So,
She's the one that drives a sexy little red Mini out there. Yeah.
anyways, we're glad to have her on board, and she's been hitting the floor running and trying to get caught up and learn everything. So, you know, please be patient with all of us, and we'll work the best we can.
I'll give you till next week.
Is that all? I gave her till Friday.
Right. Well, let's hope, don't say which Friday, okay?
Correct.
All right, we'll move on down then. I'll try to get back in order here. I'm sorry. I wasn't following the agenda very correctly. Thank you for doing that, Don. Get me straight, or partly straight. Consider, next item is under general discussion. Consider approval of the Type A EDC minutes dated January 17. And there's two things we need to change. You want to bring them up? You want to mention them?
Yes, I say that we approve the January 17th minutes with 2 corrections. And number 1, my last name is Gillin, Gillin. And number 2, it's the Type A board here, financial statements that we approved, not Type B.
So
Those are
just
the only 2.
So misprint should have been Type A on item number 2, and Samantha, for some reason, wants her name spelled correctly. So with those 2 adjustments, anything else from the west end of the board here? You want more time to look them over, or?
I wasn't here, so I can't tell you.
Well, okay. But you could still say something if you see something wrong.
I'm sorry that I missed the last meeting, but
You had a death in
death in the family.
Yeah, that was your brother, right?
Yeah, my oldest
died.
brother.
Sorry, we extend our condolences to your
He'd been in a bed for 2 years, so he was tired.
I never like to lose them anyway. So,
I second the motion.
okay. You made the motion.
I made the
Okay,
motion.
made the motion. Second. All those in favor, raise your hand, please. Abstain? Okay. All right. Next item will be our financial statement, Type A, EDC financial statement, ending January 31. Good morning again, Charles.
Good morning, Board.
We're glad
Good to see you.
sir.
Yes. What I'm presenting before you in your packet is the January financials that ended on January 31st. Right now, for the revenues portion, it's year-to-date ending January was $105,054.58, which is about 30%. The target of the budget is at 33.3, so we're a little bit below the target at this time. But there's good news on the horizon. I looked and peeked into the next months, and we'll have somewhat of an increase. So that probably will make up that small percentage that we have ending in January. For the expenditures, we've been quite conservative on the spending, thanks to Don Martin, who wears several hats. He really controlled the spending. You can see we at $15,157.12. Now, this been going on the past couple of years. Even last year was $16,000, but a couple of years for that, it was pretty high.
Right.
So kind of let you know, Don Martin has been really had a conservative approach on the spending part. He only spend what he have to. And I think that should be a ticket going forward for budget-wise. What we have on the second page is our money market account. You can look at that. There have been a substantial increase. We had $384,598 end of January. And as you can see, in comparison to last year, was $221,000. So we, when I say we, the board,
Right.
you have done a great job of doing that. One thing to make note of is the interest income on the first page. We did quite substantial amount, $5,661.55. In comparison to last year was $719.
Right.
That's because of that increase
Nice.
of that money market rate.
Good.
So you can see all across the board, it's been very favorable. That's the end of the January report. You have any questions, I'm here to answer.
Well, this may be a question for Dawn. On the second page, industrial park improvements, are we maintaining fencing or mowing or anything like that? Would that be an expense for this year?
Fencing, not at the moment, but mowing, I'm not sure. I know Public Works has been doing it kind of on the weekends
Yeah.
at an overtime rate.
And is that not charged to this account?
Yes, it should be. But I don't know if they've done any yet this year just because of kind of the growing season.
Right.
And Don, do we still have the lease for the cattle to be on there?
Yes,
Did
and
Mr.
then we'll talk about that in, on the next, that'll be a
Next week?
future agenda item.
Okay.
So next
Thank you.
month's meeting.
Thank you.
Any additional questions to Don or to the financial guru? Any questions about the financial statement? Any more time? We need to look it over?
No.
We appreciate it. Some of these, I'm sorry.
Do we need to approve it?
Okay.
I make the motion, we approve the January 31st, 2024 budget.
We have a motion on the floor.
I'll second.
A second. All those in favor, raise your hand, please. Passes.
Thank you, Charles.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We're going to defer item 3 to our executive session. Item 4, consider and recommend to City Council reappointing board members for terms that expire in March for myself, Don Beeson, and Samantha. I'm not going to put my name in for another term, so we need to, I think about that, which one should be hard to replace. And Samantha has expressed an interest in continuing on the board. So, we need to think about a replacement for me, and like I say, it shouldn't be difficult to do. You know,
So,
Do we have a list of people that are,
do we have any,
so far, the only person that has showed interest is Samantha. We have not received any other applications.
have we, okay, probably haven't advertised it yet.
It's been on the website for several months.
Paul, you volunteering?
No, Don, does that mean you do not want to nominate yourself?
No, I don't want to, I'm not going to put, I'm not going to put my name in nomination. I'm going to retire.
he's quitting?
So if someone else nominated you, you would not?
No, thanks. I would appreciate it, but I'd rather not. For personal reasons and not, I just have a hard time getting around, and it's getting more painful all the time, and I just can't mentally get into, like I think the board member should, about our challenges and future, and I'd rather let someone else do it, so. And if you're volunteering, I saw you put your hand up.
I understand what you're saying. I'm about at the same point.
Okay. So should we should advertise that?
I'd like to throw Troy Smith's name out there.
Who?
Troy Smith, isn't that his name?
Well, let's,
He didn't apply.
anybody?
He did express interest in it, but right now, he's leaning more towards P and Z.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's been approached, I
I just,
understand, and he's.
that was
been-
the first.
Right.
And I appreciate that. That's a good name, Troy Smith. But we need to find somebody and encourage people to apply that would be, I really think that the city's on the edge of some growth with the Allsup's coming in and Tractor
do too.
Supply. I think that'll add, do some growth. We now have it set up where we can work with the B board on some projects, selected projects. So I think there's more things to do than we've done in the past, if that makes any sense. I really
Yes.
think it'd be a good time.
So we do have it currently advertised on our social media, on our website and our Facebook page, and we will continue to do that because we also need another person for P and Z and I believe B board as well.
Okay, so if you know somebody, I think we should recommend them. I'm personally glad that Samantha said she would be back on again.
Yeah, do we need to make a motion to?
I don't know.
Yes, if, recommend Samantha to be reappointed to the A board and then it will go before council.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to reappoint Samantha Gillen to the,
Carl made a motion, second on that motion?
Second
We
here.
have a second on the motion. All those in favor of reappointing to the city council Samantha Gillen for another term on the Economic Development Board, raise your hand, please. You can vote for yourself.
Okay.
I think we have
We've
a policy
established-
here at the city that you can vote for yourself.
You can vote for
we've
yourself.
established that.
We have them. And I really appreciate it, and I've had a lot of fun up here, but I really think it's time.
You know, I'd like to throw, and I don't know that Bud would do it, but I think that Bud Findley's been in this community so many years now. He understands what's going on, and he has a good business head. I would like to put his name in and
Okay.
see if we could approach
Get
him
him
on
to
that.
turn in an application. That's what we need right now, so approach him to do that. And yet, that should take care of item 4. Item 5, consider approval of expenditures for the Keene Chamber of Commerce Expo, February 2024. We have another item on here for annual membership. Let me just cover the next 5. Item 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. These are all approval for next year to put these, no, I'm sorry, let me back up. I apologize, I'm wrong. We need to talk about the item 5 by itself. I'm sorry. Paul, item 5, consider approval and expenditure for the Chamber of Commerce Expo for 2024, and then I'll get back on track. Okay, Paul?
Okay, let me detour for just 30 seconds. Welcome, Holly, and thank you, Type A, and I really appreciate how dedicated you are to your jobs and being here. Thank you for doing your job. I want to talk about the next time you have prayer, if you could remember Eric Elliott. Eric Elliott is the husband of Danielle Elliott. She's on the Chamber Board. She's the director of the court-appointed Special Advocates, CASA. They live in Bristol Oaks, He was the gentleman who was T-boned yesterday at the
Oh.
rec in front of the elementary school. So the nurse there, her name is Shane Burton, she ran out and used Eric's phone to call Danielle. Danielle is really appreciative of Keene Police, Keene Fire. Eric has broken ribs and other injuries. He's in Hughley's new trauma center, so being taken care of there, but he's under a lot of medication. And so if we remember Eric Elliott, who would also be an excellent choice to join this board too, when he's back in action.
Well taken, thanks.
Okay, so I'm here as always with my handout. I want to talk about this document you have here that is this is the color advertisement that will appear, has appeared twice, will appear one more time in the Cleveland Times Review, promoting the expo Sunday. The city has 2 booths, and as you can see in the ad, Type A and Type B are both prominently indicated as sponsors. So we're asking, and our records indicate from probably as early as 2008, maybe earlier, that Type A has supported Expo with $2,500. In fact, one year you gave $2,700 and $3,000 back in the David Patterson days, but we're not asking for that. We're asking for $2,500.
25.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't say the amount on there, so we'll
It
write
was-
in 2,500.
Mainly because that was already approved in our budget for this year.
Yeah.
So,
But we need to vote on it again? That doesn't
now,
require a vote.
it's there. Mainly you're just saying, yes, we approve that expenditure.
Okay, is there any objection to giving the Chamber of Commerce $2,500?
No objection to that, but I don't see that we've got that item for next year's budget.
It's not on there, I don't think. Membership, Christmas parade,
We'll get to that when we get to
banquet,
start talking about the budget.
later on. So when we're
Yes,
approving
when
items
we
now,
approve the budget.
we're approving items for the budget now, or next, or be,
Some of the items,
okay,
correct.
some of them, okay.
Our
Okay.
next expo would be in 2025.
Right.
Our next expo would be 2025.
Yes, but you're asking for money for this
year.
expo.
This Sunday.
This Sunday.
And he said it's already in the budget, so. I
Correct,
make a
that's already
motion.
been approved, it's already in the budget. So mainly, we're just saying, yes, we approve that expenditure.
Well,
Do we need to
for
make
this
a
year.
motion?
Yes,
I
just
make a
do it.
motion that we accept this and we put the $2,500 into
we
the
have a
expo.
motion on the floor, second.
I'll second.
Carl, second. All those in favor, raise your hand, please. Okay, all right, that takes care of item 5. Now, do
Okay,
you want
now-
to address these other items?
Yes, let me-
Okay, I would recommend, I'd suggest that we take items 6, 7, 8, and 9 all as one, and just make one motion for all items when that time comes, up or down.
I would like to know, this is going to be for the 24-25 budget. I'd
Right.
like to also know what the previous budget was, what we've already approved.
Our budget for this year, I saw that a while ago.
He's gonna,
Individual.
he'll explain that one.
Okay, all right, go ahead,
Oh.
Paul. Why don't you say what you need to say, and then we'll.
Sure. On the other side of this document is in a roster of the items that I'm asking for now. So let me begin with the membership directory. When we did this directory in 2015, Type A and Type B both shared the expense for the inside back cover and the next page at $1,250 each. When we did the directory that just expired, 2022, 2023, you had one page which you shared for $500. And we're asking that you do that again for our new directory, which will be 2024, 2025. So that's that 500. Then for the flag program, I think I made a mistake and asked for $1,000 in my
Right.
memo to you.
Right.
And when Bill Gwynn and I, he's the chamber treasurer, reviewed the gifts from last year, Type A and Type B combined to give $1,500 and $750 each. So that's really what we're asking for, again, $750 for the flag program. You have kindly for many years been a $750 level sponsor to our banquet, and we're asking you repeat that. What we're asking for an increase, though, is our parade. We had 4,300 spectators up and down Old Betsy Road for the parade, and we just need to elevate our signage in some of the safety equipment that we have. We need to buy better and more flashlights with the cones. We need new vests. Our vests have lost their reflectivity for our starters, as Wes knows. So the parade's a big deal with the fireworks show, and it brought a lot of people to Keene, and it received quite a few positive comments. So we're asking both A and B for increase to $3,000 there. So that's my request.
Okay.
I'll make a motion.
I have a question on this.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Flag program at $750, and I'm not trying to get into y'all's budget, but does that cover licensing and maintenance for the trailers and all that kind of thing?
No, it helps. We,
Or does it need to be more than $750 to cover
no, it
those
doesn't.
items?
We just want, I want to be fair, because I know others are asking for your money too. We have other avenues of revenue for our flags.
Okay,
Our July luncheon, this will be our 32nd, so our goal is $3,200 for the flags. We ask 32 people, our businesses, to give $100. For our 30th birthday, when we were looking for $3,000, we got $3,300, so we will make that.
Okay.
And then there's other revenues for the flags also. As an example, when we sell the flower, I know I'm way over my 3 minutes, when we sell the flowers
You're
for
known for that, Paul.
for our luncheons, every fourth Thursday at the chamber luncheons, those proceeds go to the flag program. The proceeds from our Christmas parade, maybe it's the 4th of July parade, it's the 4th of July parade, those proceeds go to the flag program.
okay.
So the flag program has other sources of revenue.
Okay. All right, let's go over this one more time then, follow me, so I'm right here. Item 6 is $500. You're requested for the membership directory?
That is correct.
Okay. Item number 7 for us is the annual chamber banquet, that's another $750. For the funding for the parade, you're increasing that to $3,000 from the 26 that we've given in the past. And then for item 9, it's a decrease from 1,000 to 750 you're requesting for next year. Is that correct?
For the flag program, correct.
Flag program.
That is
Okay.
correct.
Okay, Samantha, any questions on that? That's, okay. Dan.
I won't turn down your $1,000, but we don't need it.
You're lucky we're getting 750.
Well, I make a motion that we accept or pay the membership directory $500, the annual banquet $750, the Christmas parade $3,000, and the U.S. flag program $750 for the Chamber of Commerce.
Okay, motion on the floor for those items.
Second?
Second. All those in favor, raise your hand, please. Passed unanimously. Okay, thank you.
Okay, type A, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
Any other items that we need to cover that, anything I've overlooked here in our regular agenda?
I think that's it.
At this time, then, we will, executive session pursuant to the Texas Open Meetings Act, Chapter 551. Board members may, we will convene into executive session to discuss item 551.072, deliberations about real property. Is that, I don't have an item for the discussion for the, and for staff, whatever number that is for.
Personnel matters,
Okay, personnel matters.
correct terminology.
At this time, at 9:23, we will retire to the back room for executive session.
We were thinking about y'all on hold
Thank you
time.
for putting the water out for us, too.
Yes.
Okay, we ready? You ready? 9:55 a.m. Will the Economic Development Board come back into regular session from executive session? There was no action taken during the session on either one of the topics that we said we were going to break for, so no action taken at this time. Are there any items that we need to put on for our next agenda? I would suggest maybe, Don, that you talk to Brent about a a workshop meeting with the Economic Development Board and the City Council at the same time. Or we could actually discuss some items with them. That's for y'all to decide what you'd like to do, but anyway.
And I would like to get some feedback on whether or not the Type A board and the Type B board can help toward getting a new location for our police department.
Did you bring that? Yeah, discuss that. That
We
doesn't-
keep bringing it up, but we never get an answer.
Yes, we're trying to squeeze that in.
Okay, appreciate it.
All right, no further action at this time. We'll adjourn this meeting at 9:56 a.m. on February 21. This is the Economic Development Board. We'd like to adjourn at this time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.